Hey, what's up everyone? I hope you're all having a wonderful day or night. I hope you will enjoy today's video, so let's just get into it.
Never settle for a man who does not see you and treat you like the princess.
Okay, but can we talk about friends that give you princess treatment? Because if the man that you're dating does not treat you better than your friends, you should dump him. And I have a few super close friends that will give me princess treatment and actually treat me like a princess. And because of how well I am treated by them, it's actually been the reason why I've dumped men that I've dated. Whenever I see my friends first thing in the morning, they will bring me breakfast because I get hungry first thing in the morning and I forget to eat because of how overwhelmed I am in the morning. Whenever I'm feeling overwhelmed or my schedule is extremely busy, they will come over and help me pick up my room, do my chores, and also take out the trash and do the dishes. And I don't even have to ask. They just do it and they're glad to be there to help out.
And she goes on for 2 more minutes, but I think I've heard enough. Well, almost.
Good friends will treat you right and love you for you and not expect you to be anything else. And it's really just shown me what I do deserve in a relationship. And if a guy cannot match that, then adios.
Yeah, let the dust settle behind me before you take a deep breath. Your friends come to your place in the morning to clean up after you? You expect me to believe that? Let's pretend for a second that's true. You're not making your friends look better, you make yourself look worse. Oh my god, I'm overwhelmed and pick up my trash. No, you're just lazy. You're lazy, you're dirty, and you're messy. And if that really is true, your friends can do way better.
Hey, can you help me out?
Yeah, of course.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Only girls will understand. Well, yeah, I've never in my entire life seen a man do that in public, not to mention considering posting something like that.
Rejection is not an easy thing, but it is a beautiful thing that will catapult you in a new direction that you didn't even know that you could go down.
Awesome. You go that way then, and I'll go my way. See, I'm here for you. I live for your happiness. Okay, let me read this. Remember, ladies, whilst you're healing, he's balding. Seriously? While you're putting makeup on? Well, fair enough. He's balding, you're healing. He may or may not wear a hat to hide it, but you don't leave the house before you hide those wrinkles with makeup. You know those wrinkles that come with healing? He may or may not wear a hat to hide it, but from all that healing, let's say 5 years ago, you felt the need to try a push-up bra for the first time in your life, healing that gravity.
This is your reminder to not let other people's opinion of you hold you back in life. Some people would think that it's embarrassing to be in the crowded streets of New York with my full head of rollers in, but at the end of the day, no one cares. Everyone's just worrying about themselves. So do you. Woo! Love ya. Bye.
But can I still be normal though? This is why I love TikTok so much. All the failures, all the rejects of society can now be heard and seen, and obviously be proud of themselves like they achieved something.
The amount of men that are like, I don't know what a woman wants, I can't figure out women. We are so easy. Here is exactly what we want step by step. I'm gonna say it again, louder for the people in the back. We want you to plan a date. None of this, hey, where do you wanna go for dinner? Make the reservation, tell me where to be, tell me how to dress, and you got a date, honey. Why doesn't my wife wanna be intimate with me? Oh my gosh, if you were doing this, she would. Second, hold our car door open. The amount of romantic difference that makes is astronomical. 3 flowers. I want flowers. Pro tip. Buy her a bouquet, take a flower out, keep it at your house, and when it dies, it's time to buy her a new bouquet. Compliment her. And not just when you want something. Do it because you love her. When you do nice things, stop expecting something in return. Being nice should be the bare bones minimum. That's it. Love you.
Alright, easy and buy her flowers. Easy enough, I'm not doing that. Plan the date, none of that. Where do we want to go for dinner? Also easy enough. We're gonna go out for coffee. And if you're listening and you're thinking, she made valid points, at least to me, maybe this will change your mind.
The men still don't understand that women are 4 different people every month. And it's not even our fault. If you want to enjoy your life a whole lot more, learn this. Because it will change your whole dang life. Women have 4 different personalities because there are 4 weeks in a month.
Yeah, and there are 52 weeks in a year, so I'm not really sure about your number. Even if you divide that by 4, you get 13. And that's still not close to the real number, which is 17. 13 different personalities? If I'd found a woman with 13 or less, I would not think twice before marrying her.
Aw, you miss them? What do you miss exactly? Do you miss the lying? Do you miss the cheating? Do you miss the dates they didn't take you on? Do you miss the flowers they didn't get you? Do you miss the reassurance they never gave you because you were always starting something? What exactly do you miss?
Money and the big D.
If someone's best isn't up to your standards, you don't lower your standards to keep them in your life. The only reason that that person stayed for so long and why you guys have been in this endless cycle is because you allowed disrespect, and they know that. They don't have to step up to the plate because you'll take them back regardless, just because you want them in your life. Never prioritize somebody else over your mental health and what you deserve.
Fair enough, but apparently what you deserve is to get dumped. That would be the reason you miss him in the first place. Other than that, you deserve what you work for. Thinking you exist, therefore you deserve stuff. How's that working out for you?
Occupations I will not date and why. And just remember, nothing I say is a joke. I've never made a joke. Doctors, because they have a God complex and they're way too pedantic and literal about everything, and I find that annoying. I have broken this rule and dated a doctor before, and I always end up being correct. Cops, ACAB, all cops are broke. Enough said. Writers, I am a writer. I write personal essays about my life, which means that I publish a lot of information about my life, and I want my side of the story to be the only story of record, and so I cannot date somebody who might challenge my perception of things. Personal trainers, I have been to a personal trainer, and therefore I know too much. Most academics, I prefer to be the petty one in the relationship, and I will never be able to out-petty somebody with a PhD who is trying to do like the tenure system. Those are the pettiest people on this earth. And politicians, because there's only room for one malignant narcissist. Bye.
Alright, I was waiting for the punchline, but maybe you've meant it. This was not a joke. Even if it was, this was more like a list of why no one should date you. And somehow this still needs to be said. When you go to see your doctor, that's not a date, that's an appointment.
I was the lawyer for the woman who signed her prenuptial agreement left-handed so that if she ever wanted to divorce him and take his money, she could argue that that wasn't her signature. So we get into the deposition and her husband's legal team is like, hey, we've got the prenup signed right here. I don't know why you think you're getting any money. And she's like, I absolutely did not sign that document. I don't know what that document is. I've never seen that document in my life. And the husband's like, are you really going to go make us get a handwriting expert to come in here and validate this thing in front of the judge? And she's like, sure, go get a handwriting expert. So they bring in a handwriting expert and the guy's looking at the signature and he's looking at her handwriting and he's like, yeah, this doesn't match at all. The husband's lawyer's getting pretty frustrated. He's like, okay, no big deal. We're just going to call in the notary and have her come in and validate that you signed this paperwork. What the husband's legal team did not know is that the notary that the wife recommended they use when they signed the prenup was her best friend from college. So the notary rolls into the deposition and she knows she's going to help her girl get some money here. So she's like, no, she did not sign this. I mean, did you guys even look at the handwriting? It doesn't even look the same. We walked out of that divorce settlement with half of this guy's money, and then she took the notary and they flew to Turks and Caicos and partied for the better part of 3 months.
This sounds too wild to be true, but I would not be surprised if it is true. And all the complaints, oh, we've been together for 3 years, he hasn't proposed yet. Well, maybe this is one of the reasons why. I would not be surprised if he never proposed to you. And yes, I know there are good women out there, obviously. It's just that it's getting harder and harder to know the difference.
Are you in a relationship with a woman? Well, in our last video, we gave you the 5 ways to calm a woman down. In this video, we're going to give you the 5 guaranteed ways passed down from generation to generation of men on how to solve her problems. Number 5, find out if it's actually a problem. Ask her the general topic of what made her upset. If it's not interesting to you, then it's not a problem. Number 4, tell her to get over it. You're not going to think about this for another second, so why should she? Number 3, ask her if she's suffering from menstruationism. If she is, well, there's her problem. If you're not aware, fellas, when women are menstruating, they get slight cramps in their bellies, kind of like you get in your hands when you're not hydrated. Number 2, is she hydrated? For most women, the simple life-saving act of hydration is a major issue. Just serve her up a simple glass of H2O and your problem solved. And if none of these first 4 solutions have solved her problem, just fix it yourself, without any guidance or instruction from her. She'll thank you for it. See you next time.
And that's gonna be the end of the video. As always, I do hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't, I still appreciate you for making it this far. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe and I will see you in the next one.